Hey guys, it's Fancy and you're watching the Good Wives Network, and we are back with a Crime Lines update on the Chad Daybell murder case of J.J. Vallow, Tylee Ryan, and his wife Tammy Daybell. Now, as you know, earlier in the month, he was convicted of 3 life sentences, plus added on charges for a grand theft and also for insurance fraud. Now, Chad Daybell's attorneys on June 5th filed an appeal, and it is asking for the Idaho Supreme Court to examine his case, verdict, and death sentence. I'm not quite sure why they're going straight to the Supreme Court with this. I would think that there would be a local process for the appeals as usual, but that's interesting that they chose to take it straight to the Supreme Court. Maybe that's how it works in Idaho. I'm not quite sure. A jury sentenced Daybell to death Saturday following an 8-week trial in Ada County. And 2 days earlier, the same jury had found him guilty of murdering his first wife, Tammy Daybell, and 2 children, Joshua J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan, and belonging to his current wife, Lori Vallow Daybell. John Pryor, Daybell's attorney, filed the notice of appeal Monday. He asked the Supreme Court to consider the following issues. Did Judge Stephen Boyce err in not granting Daybell's motion to dismiss the grand jury indictment in the case? Did Boyce err in ruling Dr. Davidson's report and testimony would be inadmissible in the case? Did Boyce err in allowing the prosecution to amend their indictment after they rested? Did Boyce err in denying the defense's motion to dismiss this case? And did Boyce err in providing to the jury the most current jury instructions of reasonable doubt at the guilt stage? Because Idaho had just passed a new instructions on what was or was not reasonable doubt. It is brand new. I will do an update on that and let you know what the differences in that are. And the final thing that they're asking for them to consider is, did Boyce err in providing the jury the most currently instruction of reasonable doubt at the sentencing phase as well? So we're talking there about those new statutes and the new instructions regarding reasonable doubt and what constitutes reasonable doubt. So Pryor wrote he, quote, reserves the right to amend and include additional issues once the appellate attorneys are appointed to the case. And in a separate motion, Pryor requested a state appellate defense attorney be immediately appointed to protect Mr. Daybell's right to seek appellate relief. Pryor is requesting that all case motions, records, and transcripts of the trial be included in the appeal, and asked for all transcript and other fees be waived because Daybell is incarcerated and indigent. So there were appeals of felony convictions, especially in murder cases, are common. They must be filed within 42 days of sentencing. The Idaho Supreme Court automatically reviews each death penalty sentence imposed by trial courts, which is separate from any appeal filed by the defendant. Okay, so basically, like I said, I didn't understand why it was going forward. This is why. So they have to go, any death sentence goes automatically to the Supreme Court of Idaho, and then he also has the ability to file appeals at the local level. So this isn't a lengthy appellate process. It can take up to several years. The Idaho Attorney General will assign a lawyer to represent the prosecution, and that attorney, along with the defense appellate attorney, will prepare written briefs and likely present oral arguments before the Idaho Supreme Court issues its decision. So there you have it, folks. He's asking for them to overturn his murder convictions. I don't think he's going to have a chance here. The prosecution did an excellent job of laying out this case piece by piece, step by step, and I do not feel like his lawyer, John Pryor, helped him in any way, shape, or form. He just laid a bunch of dots that never freaking connected. And so I think that the Supreme Court, and I do believe that he's going to have a long road, but I don't think any of his appeals are going to go through. That's allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment and educational purposes only. Have a good one from The Good Wives, serving up true crime one dish at a time. Bye, guys.